Hi folks, how are you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. Finally, NVIDIA made a little correction today. Let's start with NVIDIA Daily Summary. You see NVIDIA stock chart for today on your screen. NVIDIA opened at 1240. It made a high 1255. It made a low 1183 and it closed at 1209. That is 1.18% down. I guess those who were not able to buy Nvidia may be feeling better today because Nvidia gave them an opportunity to buy Nvidia before the final split date. I don't know how many of you bought Nvidia today, but talking about myself, I bought Nvidia at 1190 today. I guess it's worth taking the risk. I know it already about 30% after the split announcement. So it might make some correction. At the same time, based on the historical data, it may go further up after the split becomes effective. Let's take a look at the data again. So as you see in this table, the last split cycle after the split become effective, NVIDIA managed to go further up, right? For example, take a look. By the effective date, Nvidia was up 24%, and after a week, it went up 28%, and after 2 weeks, it went up 35%. In this split cycle, as of this point, Nvidia is already up 28% based on the closing price for today, that is 1210. So I put this formula 1210 minus 940 divided by 940. 940 is the price of Nvidia before the split announcement date. So that gives 28%. So that's why I thought to myself, since Nvidia was already down more than 2% this morning, so around 1190, I thought maybe a good buying point to keep Nvidia for some time after the split. Again, there is a risk, I know. Nvidia may go down further as well, tomorrow or Monday, who knows. Tomorrow is the employment data due, so any unexpected result from the employment data can shake the market. As you notice, overall market was under pressure today. Let's take a look at S&P. So you see that S&P was doing sideways, so there was not enough momentum for S&P to go further up. So as I mentioned day before yesterday that today might be a volatile day for the overall stock market because the employment data is due on Friday. So that's what it happened today. And if you take a look Nasdaq, so Nasdaq is also down from yesterday, it's 0.086%. So this tells that overall market was cautious today according to my expectation day before yesterday. Based on the comments I read yesterday, it looks like some people were frustrated because they sold their Nvidia position and they were not able to buy Nvidia because Nvidia was already up 6 or 7% yesterday. So I want to tell you something. You know, there are different types of stock trading. I consider only three basic types of stock trading or style of trading. One is the day trading, second is swing trading, and third is long-term trading, right? I guess you guys already know about the day trading, right? In the long-term trading, you just buy the stock and keep it for some time and you forget about the daily fluctuation. So you need to select the right trading style based on your personality. If you are an emotions driven person, then probably the long-term trading is more suitable for your personality. You know, because in the day trading and the swing trading, there will be some times when you'll have to cut your losses. And there will be some time when the stock market will be going up or down unexpectedly, and then you jump in to the market based on your emotions without thinking about an exit position. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever you make an entry you always plan for your exit position, where you will exit if the market behaves differently than your expectation. Because the more disciplined we are, the more successful trader we can become. Moving on, last 5 days, Nvidia up already 7%. Last 1 month, Nvidia up 33%. Last 6 months, Nvidia already up 159%. So as you notice, already 159% in 6 months. For sure, there is some correction due on Nvidia. It may happen after a few days or may take more time after the split becomes effective. So based on the today's price, and that is 1209, Nvidia forward PE is 44.7. So probably sometime in 2022, Nvidia forward PE was around 50 or 60, right? So those were the time when Nvidia was overly priced. So after 7 quarters, now Nvidia forward PE is above 40. So even if it's at 44, but if we try to compare with the earning projections for next 3 quarters, you see that the earning projections are going up. We cannot conclude that Nvidia at this price is very much overly priced, right? We can say that it's competitively expensive. In 2019 and 2020, if you go back and look at Tesla, Tesla forward P used to be above 60 at that time. So if you use that parameter, yes, Nvidia has more room to go further up. And at the same time, probably I need to revise my Nvidia price projection for this quarter. My previous projection was 1241, but looks like Nvidia should be able to break this 1241 sometime this quarter. Now let's take a look other AI stocks. You see other AI stocks on the left side of your screen. The highest positive change today is on Palantir, and then Amazon, and then AMD, and then Microsoft. And then we see the negative closing on Avago, Apple, Nvidia, SoundHound, and SMCI. So today was a mixed day overall for the AI stocks. So some are positive and some are negative. Now let's talk about the unemployment data that is due tomorrow. As you see on your screen, I'm showing you US non-farm payroll historical data. The last month, the actuals came lower than the forecast, and that was a good sign for the market. And last 4 cycles before that, actuals came higher than the forecast. So in this cycle tomorrow, if the actuals come higher than the forecast, that won't be a good news for the market because market will consider that the job market is getting more stronger and that will add pressure on the inflation and inflation will go high and eventually that will add up pressure on Fed to further delay the rate cut or maybe raise the rate cut at least one time this year. Now let's take a look unemployment historical data. In the last cycle, unemployment rate came higher than the forecast and that was a good thing for the market. And before that, it came lower than the forecast. So that's all about NVIDIA analysis and assessment for today and tomorrow. I did not go over the technical charts and the technical analysis because at this point it does not look relevant because NVIDIA is not following the technical analysis or technical chart. The reason we already know. One is the stock split gonna happen tomorrow, and second, some fundamentals that were causing Nvidia to go up in last few days. So if I summarize today's discussion, tomorrow is a very difficult day to predict. I expect some kind of volatility around Nvidia stock tomorrow. The one reason is the unemployment data due tomorrow. If the unemployment data does not look good, then the market will be under pressure. And also the stock split that is due after hours That might add some buying pressure on Nvidia tomorrow. But at the same time, you know that Nvidia already up 30%, so some little correction we can expect tomorrow in the morning as well, right? But not a big drop. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.